Single-family rentals have a margin problem, not a supply problem. Everyone's covering single-family rentals as a demand story. Affordability keeping renters out of home ownership. Institutional capital pouring in. Occupancy holding up. That's not what the numbers are showing right now. Yardi's institutional build-to-rent data has national rents up just 0.2% year-over-year. Rentometer, which captures the independently owned and scattered site rentals institutional data misses, shows rents down 1.6%, the first sustained national decline since the pandemic boom. Two credible sources measuring the same market in the same period, pointing in opposite directions. That disagreement is itself the signal. Pricing power is thin no matter which data set you trust. At the same time, apartment supply is bleeding into SFR's territory. Multifamily construction added 1.8 million units in 3 years, pushing vacancy to 8.6%, the highest since the post-financial crisis recovery. Nearly 17% of apartment units are offering concessions to fill that space, the highest share since 2014. SFR isn't just competing with other SFR anymore. And costs are climbing on both sides of the ledger. Cap rates have risen for 10 straight quarters. Debt yields are up. HOA insurance premiums jumped for 91% of associations in the past year. Rent collections are still strong. That's not the same thing as expanding margins. Tenants are paying. Operators are keeping less of every dollar after financing and operating costs. This isn't a distress story yet. It's a margin story. And margin stories show up in underwriting long before they show up in delinquency data. For lenders, that means underwriting current rent growth instead of last year's, current operating expenses instead of trailing 12-month numbers, and competing supply instead of SFR fundamentals in isolation. Full breakdown on the blog. https://academy for commercial lending. .com/single-family rentals have a margin problem, not a supply problem.